Hello, everyone. I am Deborah Brown-Volkman, career optician, and I'm here today with Mike Hamm, who leads practice management for one of the top 25 broker-dealers and life insurance companies in the United States. Thank you for being here today with me, Mike.
I'm so glad to be here. Thank you.
No, thank you. Mike, we worked together for over a year. Time really does fly when you're having fun. And I wanted to get a sense of, tell me about your work now and how did our coaching work help you?
Oh, that's a great question, Deborah. No matter whether it was the time we worked together or after, the coaching always helped me think beyond company goals or the corporate results that I was being asked to achieve. It ensured that I focused on what's important to me, what matters to me. By focusing on my own identity, my own career, my own brand, the coaching allowed me to set my own goals that were still in line with those company goals and develop the leadership skills beyond what any one boss or any one company would do for me.
Mm-hmm. When I met you, you already had that skill set. It was really just a matter of tapping into it and bringing it out. Why do you think that the coaching process was so essential to your success?
Well, first, let me say thank you. I might have had some of the toolkit before I met you, but not all of it. So I do appreciate it. But by having kind of a coach and how it's essential to me, I've had great bosses. I've had bad bosses in my career. The best leaders that I've worked for typically expect most of your development, 80% of your development, to occur through on-the-job opportunities or the projects or assignments they consider stretch goals for you. And most of my successful bosses as well, the ones that I love the most, they didn't have a lot of time. They weren't able to spend the amount of one-on-one time with you as you get when you hire an executive coach. Outside feedback is so important. But when it comes from within the company you're working, it's got a little bit of bias, a little bit of flavor, right? When you hire an executive coach, that feedback comes directly for you. It's 100% aligned with the goals you want to achieve, and it really helps you succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think the last little tidbit, right? It's a differentiator. The amount of times I would mention that I've hired an executive coach or I'm working with my coach to develop my leadership skills is a differentiator. You mentioned that to your boss, your leadership team. They can't help but think you're one of those people willing to go above and beyond when anybody else isn't hiring the same sort of resources that you do.
That sounds wonderful. There's a lot of coaches, a lot of executive coaches in our field. And there are many times that people will say to me, what makes me different, or why work with me. So how would you answer that? What would you say to someone that was considering working with me as their coach?
Well, first I'd say get ready to rumble,
Mm-hmm.
right? That from the way you answer your phone, the enthusiasm as you kicked off the call today, right? That enthusiasm jumpstarts every call. How could you not be inspired to work on yourself, your own goals, when you have a coach so passionate about working with you? Second, I'd say get down to business, right? Expect to do the homework. If you're paying an executive coach, the worst thing that you could do is have that hour-long call go poorly because you didn't prepare, you weren't ready, you didn't do the homework ahead of time. To get the maximum value out of any coach, right? You got to do the work, you got to do the homework. And so I do no matter what, come prepared and your call will go great. And then last but not least, I think it's about trust and not holding back, right? If you're working with a mentor or a coach inside your own company, you always have a tendency to maybe hold back a little bit or be a little bit cautious. But when you hire an executive like Deborah, right, don't hold back. She's here for you. You don't have to try to impress her, and you're never going to disappoint her. She's just going to be your advocate to help you go beyond what you ever hoped you think you could accomplish.
I really appreciate you saying that. I love what I do. My goal is to help other people love what they do. This is my purpose. I get up every day. I get to talk to people about their lives, about their career. It is an honor. No one can ever disappoint me. I really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, want you to be your best. And I always say to people, get ready to rock and roll, because it's a partnership. We do it together, and it's an honor. And it's an honor for me to work with my clients. It was an honor for me to work with you. Mike, I just want to say that I appreciate your time today. You have become one of my biggest supporters. You are such a force. You are such a stand and an inspiration for so many people. And I just want to say that I appreciate that very much. So I want to say thank you for watching this video today, and we'll see you all next time.